Yes, welcome back again. As I told you that in the next class we are going to start square root lessons. I think the last one up to last exercise is exercise 3C you have already finished. Okay, it is quite been simple. But now onwards a serious business we are going to start finding the square root. Yes, the serious business means the first exercise it is not that much of serious things. It is quite simple. From the square root lessons 3D, I am talking about 3D exercise. 3D also I am going to divide into two this type of classes. Then afterwards the long division method will start. Anyway, without wasting much time, let us start to find the value of square root of any number. What is the meaning of square root of any number? Square root of any number means, suppose if we are going to say this is square root side. If it is been asked to what is the square root of 16, you can say it is 4. Why 4? Because at 4 and 4 if you are going to multiply twice, then 16 will come. Square root of 16 is 4. Why 4? Because 4 and 4 if you are going to multiply, 16 is coming. That's why square root of 16 is 4. Now one question is from my side, that square root of 16 is 4. You know very well. Why? That's been explained. But square root of 16, one more answer is there other than 4. When you are going to multiply that same number, 16 should come. One going to say, sir, one number is 8, other it is 2. No, the same number should be. What is that number? Without wasting time, I am going to write minus 4. Because minus 4 and minus 4, if you are going to multiply, it is plus 16, it is coming. That is why square root of 16 not only plus 4 but it is minus 4 also. That's why we are going to say that square root of any number is equal to plus minus 4. Plus minus sign should be there. Okay, this is the concept funda. But this is not required for standard 8 for the time being. Right, now based on this we are going to solve few questions. Now the thing is that how to find the square root of any number. First of all, we are going to find the square root of any number by using prime factorization method. Say suppose by using prime factorization method we want to find exercise 3D. The question number 1. Only one, 225. Only one, 225. You have to find the square root of 225. Give square root sign over here. Now square root of 225, what you have to do? You have to find the prime factorization of 225. 225. Divide this one by 5. 5 4s are 22, 5 25, 5 5s are 25. Now again divide this one by 5, 5 9s are 45. 9 also you can divide by 3, 3 3s are 9. So therefore you can say that square root of 225 you can write as 5 square and 3 square. 5 square and 3 square. Now you can write the square root of 5 into 3 whole square. Now from the law of exponents, I have told you that square root may possible to remove, so it will be 5 into 3, which is equal to 15. So therefore square root of 225 is 15. That is 15 if you are going to multiply 2 times, then 225 will come. This is a number which I have considered a small number. Now one big number I am going to consider here. Obviously this is a troublesome job. The question is, find the square root of 11th question number. Question number 11. 15876. Under root of 15876. Now, by prime factorization method, divide this one by 2. Divide it. It will come as 7938. Again divided by 2. Again divided by 2. It is come as 3969 divided by 3. It's number 3969. It is coming 1323. Then again divided by 3. 441. Again divided by 3. This is 147. Again divided by 3. Again divided by 7. So you can say, I am writing here, so therefore square root of 15876, you can write this one as pairwise. 2 square, 3 square, 3 square, and 7 square. Now square, square, square and root sign will remove, that is 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 will come, which is equal to 6 into 3 7s are 21, 126. So what square root of, I'm going to write one line here, that therefore the square root of 15876, it is nothing but 126. You can write it plus minus also, or simple 126. Okay, so this way you can find out. Now from question number 1 to 12 you can solve. Now few language questions are there. I am going to solve 1 or 2 from here. The question is, say suppose randomly I am selecting one question, question number 15. One random selections. Question number 15. The questions, just go through the question. 1, 2, 2, 5. 1225 plants are to be planted in a garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as the number of rows. Find the number of rows and the number of plants in each row. You are having a big gardens and you are having some plants with you. Number of plants is 1, 2, 2, 5. I am going to explain it through a diagram, but that diagram will not require in the solutions. So suppose this is the garden. You want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plants here. Say suppose it may, till now I counted 6, it may be other also. Similarly, here also, here also, here also, 1 plants you are going to put on these dotted portions. Here also. So what I am finding, that how many plants I have put here, the same number of rows are there, 6 number of rows are there. So how many plants are here? 6 by 6, that is 36. That is, we are having 36 plants. How many rows we are going to use here? 6. And how many plants are there in a row? 6. So how will you find the number of rows and number of plants in a row from 36? After finding the square root. Similarly here, if we are having 1, 2, 2, 5 number of plants, then how many rows will come and in how many plants will be there in each row? In that case, what we will have to find? Very simple, no? You have to find the square root of 1, 2, 2, 5. Now the question is that how to find the square root of 1, 2, 2, 5. Now you are having only one method, that one is the prime factorization method. Later on you can find this one by the long division method also, that has not been explained till now. So 1, 2, 2, 5. Find the square root of this number. So it is 5. 5 2s are 10, 2, 2, 5 4s are 20, 2, 5, 5 5s are 25. Again by 5. 5 4s are 20, 4, 5 9s are 45. It is 7, 7. So therefore, square root of 1, 2, 2, 5 is equal to 5 square plus into 7 square, which is equal to 5 into 7. So therefore, it is equal to 5 into 7. So it will be equal to 35. So therefore, you can say the number of rows is equal to 35 and the number of plants in each row is equal to also 35. These are the language questions. These are not that much simple, only logic is required. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a small jump from question number 15 to question number 17. One a very important questions. If I'm going to say, listen, just it is the starting point of standard 8 and lot of things you will have to do, and during this time we is going to say that this is the important one. Important in the sense that it will come in the examinations, that's why sir is telling it is important one. No, important one means some tricky it is. So if we are going to see when solving the question that you are finding that some trick is required here, in that case you will have to put some special marks against that particular question, either important signs or asterisk marks or something like that. So same type of questions I feel here it is. This is question number 17. Find the least square number which is exactly divisible by each of the number 6, 9, 15 and 20. You have to find a number. You will have to find a number which is exactly divisible by all these four numbers. First of all, that much you have to find. Then its second part is there, that should be a perfect square. First of all, you have to find a number which is exactly divisible by all these numbers. What will be that number? Now for that I am telling you, for that two things are there. One is LCM, other is HCF. What is the difference of these two things? Suppose, I am not going to take much elaborately. Say suppose two numbers are there, A and B. And suppose if we are going to find its LCM, many are not knowing about it. Many are not knowing about it. What is the use of LCM? What is the use of HCF? Suppose LCM it is coming L, first alphabets, and HCF it is coming as H, say suppose. LCM is this L is the LCM of these two and F is the HCF of these two. Now the question is, what is the meaning of LCM? LCM means L, if you are going to divide this L by A, and if you are going to divide this L by B, in both the cases it will be exactly divisible. This is actually the meaning of LCM. Now HCF means that if you are going to divide this F, if you are going to divide this one by F, in that case it will be exactly divisible. HCF will exactly divide this number and LCM will divide this number, that LCM exactly. Are you getting? See no, LCM LCM means this number exactly divisible by all the numbers. I have written here. And HCF, this number divide these two numbers separately. This is actually the meaning of LCM and HCF. These two numbers I have taken, you will have to use for many cases also. Suppose now these four numbers are there. Four numbers are there. Four numbers are there. The numbers are 6, 9, 15 and 20. Question number 17. Now what are they saying? You have to find a number. You will have to find a number which is exactly divisible by all these four numbers. So what you will have to find is LCM or its HCM. That is, you will have to find a number which is exactly divisible by this number. In that case, you will have to find its LCM. Right? Not HCF. HCF divide this number, but LCM will divide it by this number. So find the LCM of this number. How will you find the LCM? You know very well that LCM means you have to write 6, 9, 15 and 20. Now divide these numbers by the smallest number first, 2. 2 3s are 6, 9, 15, 2 10s are 20. Now by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 10 and then 10. Then what I feel, it is 5. It is 1, 3, 1, 2. No further division is possible, so therefore LCM of 6, 9, 15 and 20 is equal to 2, 3, 5, 3, 1 and 2. Obviously 1 is not equal to, right? Only 2. Now what will happen? 3 through the 6, 6 3s are 18, 18 into 10, which is equal to 180. So you can say this 180 is the number which is exactly divisible by each of the number. You may verify. This number is exactly divisible by all these four numbers. No, they are not asking you to find this number. They are asking you that if this number is a perfect square or not. You have to make it a perfect square. Now verify if this number is a perfect square or not. So 180. 180. I am writing here. 180. Much closer. Otherwise it will come out from the frame. So 180. Divide this one by 2. 90. Then 2. 45. 5. 9, 3, 3. So what I feel that 180 is nothing but 2 square into 3 square into 5. This is not a perfect square. One deficiency of 5 is there. It should be a perfect square, as well as this should be divided by all this number. So what will be the number? So therefore 180 into one deficiency of 5 is there. So that deficiency you have to multiply. Are you getting? You have to make it a perfect square, 180. How are you going to make it a perfect square? That deficiency you have to multiply. So deficiency, if you are going to multiply, $900. So you can say 900 is that number which is exactly divisible by this number and it is a perfect square. So in one line you can say, therefore 900 is the perfect square number which is exactly divisible by 6, 9, 15 and 20. Concept will require here that what you will have to find, HCF or LCM. If suppose that concept will come, then in one attempt you can solve the questions when you are practicing. What is happening that when you people are practicing at your home, suppose the answer is not coming. In that case, what you people are doing? No, you will have to find HCF. No, we have to find LCM. Concept is not clear. But this one will not help you in the examinations. If it is required to find HCF and you have solved the questions by LCM and you are going to submit the copies, then what will happen? You know very well. So the concept will require. I repeat once again, LCM is the number which is exactly divisible by all the numbers. And HCF is the number which divides all the number. Mind it. Okay? Now, this exercise also been over. Next day, we are going to start long division method. That much it is sufficient for today.